The journey from rise to fall of the Assad family regime in Syria. The Assad regime began with Hafez al-Assad, who took power in 1970 following a bloodless coup. He built a political system that centralized power in his hands, using repression and political alliances to solidify his position. Hafez turned Syria into a loyal ally of the Soviet Union, receiving strong military and economic support from Moscow. After Hafez's death in 2000, his son, Bashar al-Assad, took power. Initially, Bashar was expected to reform and modernize Syria. However, he quickly followed in his father's footsteps, maintaining the family regime and suppressing all dissent. Bashar relied on the security forces and military controlled by the Alawites, tightening laws to prevent democratic movements. The Syrian civil war erupted in 2011 when peaceful protests were brutally suppressed. Bashar al-Assad did not seek a political solution but chose violence to maintain power. He called for intervention from Russia and Iran, turning Syria into a battleground for these major powers to showcase their strength. The Assad regime managed to stay in power thanks to support from international allies. However, this also created a closed political system, lacking transparency and heavy with corruption. The Assad family's rule turned Syria into a dictatorship, where all opposing voices were silenced. The consequence was a simmering discontent within society, leading to the uprising in 2011 and the prolonged civil war, plunging Syria into an unprecedented humanitarian tragedy. The Assad regime succeeded in building a dynasty lasting over half a century, but their rise also laid the foundation for deep conflicts and divisions in Syrian society. Currently, the situation in Syria is undergoing major changes. Following the fall of President Bashar al-Assad's regime on December 8, 2024, Syrian Prime Minister Mohammed Ghazi al-Jalali has declared a readiness for a peaceful transfer of power. Negotiations with the opposition are ongoing, and the transition process may take several days. The leader of the armed group Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, Ahmed al-Sharaa, has pledged to rebuild Syria.